Ladies, I need y'all to get in here. I need y'all to get in here real quick because we need to have a little talk. Now, this could be tailored to some of the men because men do also go through some of the things that we go through that I'm going to encompass in this video. But this is mainly towards the ladies because we put ourselves in this victim spot a lot of the times without taking accountability for our part. And trust and believe, the men too have an accountability issue. Accountability is an issue, doesn't matter what race you are, what gender you are, how old you are. Accountability is a huge issue in this generation. I'm not even going to coast around that. But anywho, it is a very hard pill to swallow, and I'm gonna hold your hand with the tissue over top. When I say this, you will only go through what you allow. Manipulation, abuse, people treating you however they want to treat you, people thinking that you're not going to leave, people disrespecting you, people talking to you any type of way. Like, we only go through what we allow. And this is a pill that I've been swallowing since I started dating. And I have not fully digested it yet because I still catch myself in situations where I'm putting up with way more than I should be. And I know my worth. I know who I am at the end of the day. I know what I bring to the table. All of the things. But I still find myself giving people the benefit of the doubt. And let me tell you right now, that benefit of the doubt is a MF. That benefit of the doubt will get you in situations that you do not belong in. And it's something that we have to work on not doing so much. I understand we give each other grace, right? But at the same time, on the same coin, when you give somebody the benefit of the doubt all the time, they're going to walk all over you. You let people slide for so long, they're going to start skating. We have to stop doing that. People are only going to put you through what you allow. The moment that you stop allowing it is the moment it stops. Doesn't mean that people are not going to try it. But the moment that they try it and they realize that they can't do it with you anymore, boom, it's gone. It's not going to happen again. Sometimes that means you got to walk up out of people's lives. Sometimes that means that you got to go to therapy and you have to learn your worth. Sometimes it means you have to be in circles of people that show you your worth. But that said, we go through what we allow. There are a multitude of reasons why we allow these things. It could be childhood trauma. It could be abuse. It could be, and this is a big one that I'm starting to see the most in my adult years. A lot of us were not raised in families that showed us healthy love. Healthy love. We have been raised by people that were abusive or abused by their partner. People that never even got married to begin with. So how could somebody that's not married teach you how to be in a loving, fulfilling marriage? And if you don't seek that information out elsewhere, what are you going to do? You're going to do what you know. You're going to do what you are used to, what's familiar. And that's why so many people keep themselves in these abusive relationships, manipulative relationships with people that they consider to be narcissistic because they grew up with an abusive parent. They grew up with a narcissistic parent. They grew up with a manipulative parent. And so that's what they know. And guess what that is? That's their version of love. If the only love that you've ever received in your life has been manipulative and just not healthy for you, how can you possibly be in a healthy relationship? Who are you going to take examples from? Who are you going to learn from? I'll tell you, you have to seek that information out. First off, you have to realize that what you have seen your whole life and what you've experienced in the past is not healthy. And that takes self-awareness. That takes reflection. The moment that you realize that, now you have to make a decision. I'm either going to feed into my generational curse and I'm going to continue the cycle and I'm going to keep looking for love like what I've seen or what I've been through, or you make a decision. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to not go through this ever again. I'm going to go to therapy. I'm going to put myself around the right people. I'm going to put myself around people that actually respect and care for me. I'm going to do what's not so easy to do. And I'm going to put in the work. That also means you have to change your unhealthy habits. It also means that you have to look inward and say, what am I doing that I could be doing better? And I'm going to go back to what I said a moment ago. That benefit of the doubt will get you in so many different problems, it's not even funny. We give people the benefit of the doubt for so many different reasons, but that benefit of the doubt can only go so far. And you have to have a boundary. You have to have a line in the concrete that says, look, I'll give you benefit of the doubt here, but do not continue to abuse the benefit of the doubt that I'm giving you. You got one good time for me to let this thing slide. After that, I'm going to set a boundary. And if you break or you go over my boundary, guess what? You got to go. You got to go. That takes a lot of self-work. That takes a lot of you understanding what you're worth. People, unfortunately, a lot of people are opportunists. People will manipulate you as long as you allow them to. The moment that you decide you're not going to manipulate me, you're not going to abuse me, you're not going to speak to me in this manner, and you stand on that, that's when you stop dealing with the stuff that we deal with. Unfortunately, we live in a society where accountability is a huge problem for men and women, and we live in a victimhood society. Oh, well, poor me. I've been abused and I've been through this and I'm mentally ill and that's why I act this way and just give me a break and, oh, woe is me. But when do we stop the victim mentality? When do we stop giving people that excuse of, oh, you went through something, so you get the right to treat me like crap? I have the secret to tell all of y'all. We've all been through some stuff. We have all been through something that has changed us from the core. That cannot be the excuse forever. Eventually, you need to go somewhere, wherever that place is, and find a way to work through your trauma. Eventually, you need to find a way to work through your toxic traits, regardless of your excuse for it. I'm bipolar. I got every excuse in the world to treat people bad, right? I have every excuse in the world to have delusions of grandeur, to be sexually promiscuous, to lose my mind sometimes, right? But guess what? I made a decision to do when I was 16 years old and I got diagnosed with this. I don't like this. I don't want to be this way. And I won't stop until I'm the best person that I can possibly be. And guess what that means? Until the day that I'm no longer breathing, I'm going to be working on that. It's never going to stop. It's a never-ending thing to grow, to evolve. There's no such thing as you not being able to be better than you were yesterday. It just doesn't exist. But we make all these excuses. We oh my goodness, poor me. We all have a sob story. We could all sit down and we could cry for each other. But once we're done crying for each other, we need to get up, wipe off our knees, and get to work. Now, I know that this message wasn't all ushy-gushy, and it probably didn't make you feel real good hearing some of this stuff. And that's okay. Unfortunately, nothing good lives in that comfort zone. And sometimes you got to get uncomfortable in order for you to start to do the work to get to where you really need to be, so you can actually be comfortable. Being comfortable in an unhealthy situation will only get you so far in life. Get uncomfortable, do the work, talk to people, put yourself in circles that are good for you, not continuously put yourself in situations to be around people that bring out the worst in you. Do the work, and as you start to do the inner work, you're going to fall in love with who you are. You're going to fall in love with your boundaries. You're going to fall in love with the fact that there are certain people that just can't fuck with you. And they're going to be mad about it. They're going to be envious and jealous that they just can't mess with you anymore. And the moment that you lay down a boundary and you stand on it, the people that want to break your boundary, they become 10 times more attracted to you. And guess what you have to do? You got to work overtime to get them to get up off of you. So, we're not here to cushion everything. We're not here to make everything all ushy-gushy. But what we are here to do is grow together. So let's do that. Y'all are always more than welcome to talk to me in my comments, my Instagram. Y'all got my socials. So let's talk. Let's talk about it. Thank y'all for tuning in.